You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome to another edition of the Liberty Breakfast Show, where they come to you live from Liberty Online Television, within our Facebook, YouTube, and also with the stream live on our website, where they're powered by Orange Sierra Leone. We where they bring the program come to you this morning. My name is Khadija Bangura.
And Mina Mebel Kaba. Good morning. Today is Tuesday, the 16th day of July 2024. And inside this edition of the Breakfast Show this morning, we can get the latest national security updates from the ONS, especially now where the Ministry of Information and Civic Education they don't pull notice say government they investigate about 7 people where they say catch the ginkam chemical them now the country where they take make bomb and also illegal drugs them. Also we get updates from the Commission for Small Arms where they can tell we the latest status of small arms them in the country.
Well, this and other issues them, then at the program for you this morning. As you tune in, don't forget say you for share the program so that more people go be part of this conversation. If now you first then this for watching at this platform, one for say a very big welcome to you. And don't forget to for press the follow button on Facebook and also like the page so that you go share them with your family them, you party them and serve your colleagues then at your workplace. If now YouTube video watch we and you first them, not just watch and come they subscribe to the YouTube channel, put your post notification bell on so that anytime Liberty Online Television count, you go know say we don't count on. Share the program so that more people go join the conversation. As me tell you today, already you want nobody 7 people where police arrest they up there now with investigation where they allege say them 7 people there. So now Hussein Anta, Ibrahim Anta, and 5 other one them. Then they bring illegal substance in the country and self chemical them where then they take make bomb. What in this mean for security in a salon? You go know inside the program this morning. And also you will talk to the Small Arms Commission as soon as no say people who they be alleged say the end and day pan the November 26th attempted coup they stand trial now in a court. The gun they were then catch now and also they now and waiting the Small Arms Commission they do for let people we not supposed for all gun get gun there at the end. All of this you go know inside the program this morning. If you get concern, you get comment about this topic or they can discuss, send them through the comment section at any of the platform they already watch we, or you can as well text twin at +23274200545. We they continue with the Liberty Breakfast Show.
We they continue with the show and we they go now in a court for get the latest updates regarding waiting they happen at court on the Treason trial. The number 12 accused person Wena Abdul Suri Hassan inside the Treason trial in High Court. Number 1 before the judge advocate Combat Commander don't talk to the allegation they already state make against them for Seka the November 26 attempted coup and not guilty of them as the offense them na misprision and murder. Well, for let we know more about waiting they happen pan this Treason case, let we join with reporter Mariatu Sharif.
The number 12 accused by the ongoing Treason trials na High Court number 1, Abdul Suri Hassan, don't appear before the judge advocate Combat Commander Monday, July 15 this year for answer to some allegation them where the states make against them for sake of the November 26 incident where they happen at Freetown 2023. Where Ebidegi in testimony he say in a been OSD officer and on the 26th November 2023 and not been there on duty that day. But say in boss ASP Camara, when the officer in command for the OSD Lumley division, call him na in phone and ask him for go na office for go work because he say the station empty, so he ready and left for go work. He say on him way for go take transport, he meet up one incompetent superintendent bar and ask am but the gun shot them wey he hear. Na in superintendent bar tell am say, na some people wey no want peace na the country. So he say, as dem dey waka dey go, na the superintendent bar get phone call, so he return back na house. He say he tinap dey wait for transport, now he see one officer on top bike. So he ask am for lift and tell am say, he dey go Lumley, but the officer tell am say, he dey go inside Aberdeen, so he go drop am na Aberdeen Road Junction. He say on the way wey dem dey go, dem pass inside Congo town for go bus along Congo Cross Highway, where dem meet some military officer dem with military vehicle dem tinap middle the road. So he say dem slow down with the bike, where dem hear firing. He say the officer wey bin dey ride the bike mass automatic brake, where he say make dem fall down na ground. He say 2 officer dem come and put them under gunpoint and tell them for hand over them weapon give them. He say he tell them say he dey go work how he go hand over in weapon give them. He say some 2 other officer dem come and one part dem ask am if he want die and if he feel say na him papa gets the property dem. He say dem begin beat them and put am inside one paramilitary vehicle dem. He say one paramilitary officer dem tell am say journalist Umaru Fofana dey video dem. So dem ask am for sit down na ground inside the motorcar, where he say he see 2 police officer dem wey dem sef dey under arrest inside the motorcar, and say one pan dem wey name Bokari start for talk to am, but say him attention bin dey outside the officer bin dey go with him weapon, and say he see he put am inside one green military half-pack motorcar. He say later dem move with them, and when dem reach by APC party office headquarters, dem meet checkpoints there, and say the military officer dem open firing and all 4 pa the Delta officer dem, and the balance dem he say run. He say na the soldier man dem go with them by St. John and go up PWD junction, outside dem begin back for fire, and say na there he see 2 police motorcar dem wey load with some personnel dem. They come by PWD junction, and the soldier man dem he say ask the police personnel dem for candong, and then begin fire back. He say dem fire the 2 police vehicle dem tire dem, and say he been sabi one of the police officer dem wey dem dey call Junior Bobo. So he say dem load them all inside the motorcar back and go by the Padema Road Male Correctional Center. He say when dem reach there, dem go into bitter argument wey make he say he come out inside the motorcar and begin look for the half-back motorcar. Outside dem put in weapon, he see am and take am and begin run for fence side for hide. So he say he meet one pa in company wey na Fatu, wey self defense side for hide. So na dem 2 begin for run. Na dem meet up one Mr. William wey himself na police officer. Snap na in veranda. So dem ask am for hide them. He say Mr. Williams hide them and give am other clothes for wear. He say he ask Mr. Williams for keep him uniform and him weapon dem for am. He go come for them later. He say he go na office and explain wetin happen to am. So he say the next day he go collect him uniform and him weapon to Mr. Williams and go hand over the weapon to him boss. He say the LUC for the Lumley Police Division, CSP Musa Mansare, carry in and in other company dem wey get this problem, go na the Life Care Hospital na Lumley for treatment. They say on the 29 November, the LUC ASP Musa Mansare tell am say for go na OSD headquarters, and say where he go there, then ask am for go na CID headquarters, where we make it surprise and begin for ask wetin he do. But then tell am say na order wey dem get. He say where he go na CID, then ask am for make statements where he say he do. He say later dem detain am, and after some days, then tell am say he for appear court, as dem say dem don charge am with treason and murder. The 12 accused, Abdul Hassan, where the state make against am, and say he na be just ordinary OSD officer wey be dey go for go do him work that day. The judge advocate combat commander don adjourn this case to Wednesday, July 17 this year. For Liberty Online TV, me na Maria Sheriff.
Alright, but that Treason trial report from court Maya to Sheriff put together. We they look at another issue now before we can talk to our studio guest them, and this time they look at the suspended Auditor General and in deputy the issue we don't be major concern for plenty Sierra Leone and them. After about 3 years where the Auditor General, the suspended Auditor General, when Mrs. Lara Taylor Pierce and in deputy Tamba Momo, people know yearly they make any public statements but they allege professional misconduct where them they stand trial for na the tribunal. Well, after when the tribunal don't do the investigations, they hand over the recommendation and then report to His Excellency the President. But waiting then inside this report now, one major concern where the media, civil society activists them and self the two people Leone Momo and Lara Telopias, where be the team before this tribunal investigation, they ask questions, say they want for no waiting day inside this particular report. After then 3 years silence, finally last week Friday, Tamba Momo been pull a release. Also he explained, but waiting in feel say be upon the tender way he be the work na audit service salon before in resignation. And on Sunday again, Mrs. Lara Telopias himself been pull a release and he explained, but waiting he feel say upon will lead to a suspension and for make a team before a tribunal report. Well, for no more but waiting the incident to press release there, so we reporter David Yankisi gets more and he gonna report.
This bien term, after we recommendation be come out na the tribunal report, we say they from pull the first term Auditor General Lara Telopias and in Deputy Tamba Momo as auditor, make the first term Auditor General Lara Telopias after 3 years don't pull word na do say he aware of the press release we come out na the office of the press secretary na State House. And one statement where the director of public prosecution reports a news program also then say therefore suspend he and in Deputy Auditor General Tamba Momo. Lara Telopias say after 3 years now, he decided for talk but in suspension from office. Also he say he as professional accountant with over 30 years of good career and also say he be done dey perform a role as auditor with professionalism. He continue say under in leadership as Auditor General, Salon gain international recognition. Also them be willing for uphold the independence of Supreme Audit Institution. Lara Telopias continue say from where he begin in work as auditor na Salon, nobody not ever interfere per in work until November 2021, where they suspend him also then allege say he commit professional misconduct. The public aware say the tribunal where then set up for investigate in and in Deputy Tamba Momo been start then sitting March 2022. We make them be suspend them November 2021, but the case where them be suspend them for now inside June 2022 them be make them know. As all this they be, the Deputy Auditor General Tamba Momo self been respond to the press release we come out na State House. Also he say they be suspend them November 11, 2021 for professional misconduct, where he say one of his team be conduct audit na the president in office for the financial year 20 say he joined the audit service salon from 2009 and he be perform in duty with professionalism and commitment. But when they set up this tribunal for investigator and lawyer Mohammed Pamomo Fofana Esquire been raise objection to Parliament say the tribunal no gets no jurisdiction because he not to the Auditor General. But after we in lawyer been done raise this objection, the Attorney General and the tribunal panel been also overruled in objection. But later they be tell them say they go refer this matter to the Audit Salon Board. But where they end the sitting December 16, 2023, Emily resigned from the Audit Service Salon from July 30, 2023. But June 12, the tribunal invite them na meeting. Also they tell them say the investigation done and go produce the report where they go present to the president. But after all this, and be shocked for read the press statement where the tribunal be recommend say for pull am na the organization where e no dey work for the organization again. And self say now e no see the report where this dey show say the investigation from government bias. For Liberty Online TV, me na David Yankisi say the report.
All right, welcome back. You still watch the Liberty Breakfast Show. Welcome to a different platform. They watch you this morning. Remember, see yourself for the watch the show. Can add your voice to the thing where we talk about. Just drop your comments at the comment section at the different platform. Them today we tell you say we focus purely on security as information will come out from the Ministry of Information and Civic Education. Then be pull a release outside and tell the public say the government investigate 7 people where according to them be catching people here with illegal substance and serve chemical them when they use for make bomb. We make today Liberty Online TV, they look at the security sector. For no waiting they happen if people and safe, especially when they begin get information from an official release from government for say people and then at the country where then don't suspect say get chemical them when they bring can at the country for make bomb. Well, for can't talk about this and waiting at the latest security updates for the country, we get at the studio with this morning Abdul Karim Will, when the Director for Strategic Communications at the Office of National Security. Good morning and welcome to the breakfast show, Abdul.
Good morning, Liberty. Good morning, people of Serbia.
Like I don't tell the viewers them, you there this morning for let we can talk, but I'm concerned why I believe say so many people at the public go get right now after the release so being come out from the Ministry of Information. Also then states clearly say security apparatus and they investigate people way they suspect say get chemicals them when they use for make bomb in the country. But before we can look at that, let me just generally get an idea from una within the security sector. How you go describe the state of national security as it is now?
Thank you very much. Well, in spite of the happenings, particularly on social media, by the intelligence estimate and security information analysis, we can confidently say Salon relatively peaceful. And we expect say this will be the case all of the time. That no means say now every community, every society, especially in this modern day and age, things then go happen. We get the tendency for the real peace and security. But what's important are the readiness of the structures for counter then kind happenings and they. Of course, we all know, say over the period, a lot of attempts don't be made. From different quarters for undermine peace and national security. But in all of them periods and the security structures based on the fact say we get a robust and responsive national security architecture don't always stand tall. And then as a result of the commitment with the leadership of the security sector don't make that in line with the mandates for which the security sector exists, we will continue to provide the enabling environment whereby people and go do the lawful activities without any hindrance. And for let we continue to succeed in this, we continue to call on members of the public for let them play their parts positively, because peace now one way priceless. And we not forget too soon that as a country we don't go through a lot. We don't suffer from a bitter civil war. But after the war, we don't make conscious efforts as a people, as institutions we established for ensure peace and security prevail after the war. For stabilize the country, we resolve for now behalf of consolidate on the gains that we made over the period. Because after the war, a lot of efforts, both internally and externally, don't be made for stabilize peace and national security and accelerate development. We commitment now for be as to how for maintain that kind position or even improve on. Then thing the way people they do, we get the tendency for underline peace and security. Even if now salon you have for use as a channel for good do things on the other side the way bad. As a sector, we say we not go agree for that kind of thing. Because like I say, the reason for our existence, for a short say, we provide the enabling atmosphere, the enabling environment. We say people, we well-meaning one for go about this. And so we take the public along, play their parts positively for support law enforcement agencies for maximizing peace. With peace, all other things will follow. Without peace, development not going to be sustainable.
Peace being priceless, like you just did, you make mention of two specific words where, according to you, now most important thing for maintaining the peace, where you say priceless, where now readiness and structures. Let we look at them two specific terms there. In terms of security in a salon, are we ready? The structures and the?
I mean, evidence is abound. See, over the period, a lot of conscious efforts don't be made by individuals, by groups, for derail peace and national security, and most of them are for selfish reasons. But for the existence and robust nature of the structures, we for don't derail all of the gains that we don't be made over the period. I mean, if we say we didn't name them, the list so long relating to events that we don't happen, all geared towards obstructing the normal functioning of society. So yes, we're ready. We leadership them at the various security sector institutions don't always pledge their commitment, and they don't demonstrate beyond the measure. Say they get the capacity, they get the willingness for ensure that peace continue for prevalence alone at all times. But like they say, the security of the provider for and on behalf of the people of Sierra Leone. For now we successfully able for carry out the functions, it means we get forget a buy-in, it means we get forget the support, we get forget the cooperation. The structures already exist, they only go be robust and going for carry out the function if people have also play their own part. Because we as law enforcement have a responsibility for ensuring things away they undermine peace, where they undermine security, we stand against them. And for also encourage the public for ensuring they refrain from things we get the tendency for bring people into conflict with the law. Now that one in the balance will get for maintaining.
Only in the security sector, normally, one can work based on intelligence one they get. And some of the intelligence there, so now you don't get them for a very long time. How na can incorporate on strategies that one don't already get laid down for ensure so now work with the intelligence here?
Yes. Every modern security provision for the intelligence led, so that you go avoid that situation where you go just get frivolous information and go into action. Action will go be meaningless, we go be cost effective, we go only foment more problems than actually solving them. So we would say intelligence, now information will be beyond the ordinary eye. You get for use some trade craft for able for unearth them. So in all of the engagement based on the national security architecture, whatever information we work on, whatever information or intelligence we receive, we ensure say we corroborate them so that we will thoroughly examine what we don't get and be very precise so that when we take action, now one way will be formidable, now one will produce the required dividend, now one will be beneficial to the general majority. So when we receive intelligence, like I say, we process them. They only be done by one agency. It will be done corroboratively and collaboratively, just for a chassis. We tick all of the boxes so that we don't go get bogus information where we go translate into intelligence. For avoid that situation, you say you go take action. We not go be meaningful. We not worth taking. So now that make for later when it happen effectively, it means the officers them where they in charge for do that kind of function, they forget the requisite training, they forget the professionalism where they're supposed to forget for ensure say they carry out their function and they carry them out in a way meaningful for the benefits of the majority of the country's population. But like I say, in all of this, because of for the people of the Doam, because we consider the role of every Sierra Leonean, whether at home and abroad, very sacred, that make the sector as part of accountability, don't always make conscious efforts for reach out to members of the public so that we keep them informed about what they happen, how they happen, and request them for also play their own part positively for support the process.
You still watch the Liberty Online TV breakfast show, and at the show this morning they talk about security updates as we get Abdul Karim Will at the studio from Office of National Security there this morning. They update the public on security issues then, and we therefore obviously can look at concern where the public gets regarding notice where the Ministry of Information and Civic Education been pulled out outside they inform the public say security apparatus and investigate some people where they believe they get chemical them where they use for make bomb. Before we can look at that issue, like you don't they talk, you say the people themselves within the public get role for play in terms of security on a highly count on. In terms of them people and they participating actively for make contribution towards national security, what are the structures them way una put in place for let the public and una the interface?
Thank you very much. One of them now for reach out to members of the public using traditional platforms, and thankfully una don't provide with them platforms on countless occasions, whether on a radio, whether on a newspaper, for explain things same way related to security. The one the way the public for understand, the one way therefore know, so that then say will take some action for contribute on to the outcomes of whatever events we want for engaging. But beyond that, they will also use non-traditional methods. We know say currently most people glue onto social media. In addition to the traditional forms of reaching out to members of the public, we also they extensively make use of social media. But even beyond that one day, tending in day where we they go even to communities. We get vehicles mounted on speakers mounted on vehicles, go right around communities for tell them about certain events them where they're supposed to understand it happen. And can only limited to even junior officers within the security structures, where they get something in the National Security Coordinator, now the Office of National Security. The day on a convoy go to communities, especially in the western areas, urban and rural. The Inspector General of Police, the Chief of Defense Staff, send them in the way events and where they threaten national security. They require we for reach out to members of the police so that we give them confidence, we raise their morale, we assure them of their safety and security. All of them leadership then they inside and convoy that they come to communities, come to attire bases, come to marketplaces, now homes, and talk to people and directly. And then when then kind of engagement and they don't only provide the required dividend, because it give the people a hope, it give the people the master sabi for no say oh na this for do or na this are not for do, so that security go continue for prevail. But even at that, because we know say some people will not go able to reach every corner of Sierra Leone, every corner of a Freetown, for example. So we also get a national situation room, where a conduit for the reception of intelligence and information and processing it for operationalization. In that thing, we get we own structures, we own sources, we own officers them where they collect information and intelligence on happenings in communities and get onto it. But we also give the public the opportunity for also contribute down. So we get a toll-free line. We always will announce when at 119 that if you get anything where you suspect say you get the tendency for the real peace and progress in your community, call and report. Action will be taken. And then kind interaction, and they don't provide a lot of dividend because they don't give you many times very useful information what they use for ensure say we maximize security and side them where some people or grouping want for undermine peace and security.
All right, continue for the with we na the program. Abdul Karim Will, and a Director of Communications, he comes out from the Office of National Security. This morning, they with we na the program for tell we more about waiting and waiting they don't do so far in terms of security, and we'll talk about the update we didn't get through the Ministry of Civic Information, where the minister be announced recently say then police don't arrest 7 people where them believe say they and then they pan for import chemical them where then they take make bomb na the country and sell other illegal drugs them. We go come back to Abdul Karim Will. The program we still watch na the Liberty Breakfast Show.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
I deserve the best. Leave that X to the next. Hi guys, it's Boy here, aka Miss Credit Talat. And for Leone,